Hello, dear students. It's Miss Noha. Now it's time for our science class. Um, Before we begin, I just want to say stay safe. Social distancing is very important. Okay, now let's begin our lesson. Okay, we are now in Unit 4. We are still in Lesson 1. We will continue the role of gravity. Last time, we will just review what we took last time. Last time, we talked about the lesson objective. We solved page 5, the science probes. Um, yes, we solved also this page. We said that Carlos is correct. Then we turned to page 7, what caused this crater to form, the crater in Arizona. Um, we watched a video and we wrote some questions and our thoughts about the crater in Arizona. Then we talked about gravity. We learned that gravity is a force of attraction or pull between any two objects. So any two objects will experience gravity. Of course, this is in page 12. Um, we said that gravity or the strength of gravity depends on two factors or is affected by two factors, which are the mass and the distance. Okay, we highlighted this part and we said if the mass increases, what will happen? The gravity will increase. So any object that has more mass will experience more gravity. What about the distance? Um, if the distance increase, what will happen? The gravity will decrease. So if the two objects are far away from each other, they will experience less gravity, less pull. But if they are close to each other, they will experience a gravitational pull, such as what? Such as the moon and Earth. We can observe that there is a gravitational pull between the moon and the Earth. Why? Because the moon is our neighbor. It's the closest object to Earth. Uh, what is gravity? By now, you should know it is the force of attraction or pull between any two objects. And the strength of gravity is affected by what? It's affected by two factors, which are the mass of the object and the distance between the two objects. Okay, then we talked about the gravitational pull. We said it is the attraction between objects, between an object and Earth. We talked about what also? We talked about the moon. We said it has less mass than the Earth, and also the gravity on the moon is about 1/6 of Earth's gravity. So there is much, much less gravity on the moon than Earth. Okay, so as you can see in front of you in the picture, Earth and the moon is our neighbor. That's why there is a gravitational attraction between the moon and Earth. Then we talked about Earth's tides and what causes Earth's tides. Um, the moon's gravitational force causes Earth's tides. What is the meaning of tides? It is the rise and fall of water along the shore. Sometimes when you go to the shore, you see that the water is rising, and when you go or you go one more time again, you see that the water is falling. What is causing the rise and fall of the water at the shore? It's because of the moon. If you ever thought about it or you asked yourself what is causing the water to rise and fall, it's actually the moon, the effect of the moon. But first, let's understand the meaning of tide and what's the difference between tide and wave. A tide is a condition in which the water is high or low. But a wave, it is a brief swell of water that comes and goes quickly. We all know the wave. but the tides is the rise and fall of water. Okay, let's understand more. You have Earth in front of you, and that is the moon. We said any two objects near each other, they will experience a gravitational pull or the force of attraction because of gravity. So as you can see in front of you, the part of Earth that is facing the moon, there is a bulge of water, so the water is rising. Also on the other side here. Okay, so on these two sides, there is a rise in the level of the water at the shores. But what about here, the north and south? They are away from the moon, so the water is falling. So that is the meaning of tides that are caused by the moon. Okay, turn on to page 14. Open up page 14. Okay, now we will talk about meteor and meteorites, and we want to know the difference between the two objects. Objects other than the sun and planets are found in our solar system. We all know the solar system means the sun and the planets that revolve around the sun. Sometimes Earth's gravity will pull these objects into Earth's atmosphere. Meteor. You may have heard meteors be called shooting stars, but a meteor is not a star at all. So what is a meteor? Please highlight. It is a space rock that enters Earth's atmosphere. So it's just a rock, it's not a star. So if you are calling it a shooting star, it's actually incorrect. It's just a space rock that enters the atmosphere. We all know that the Earth is surrounded by layers of gases called the atmosphere. So once this rock enters the atmosphere, what will happen? It appears as a bright streak in the sky. Yeah, you can see it like a streak in the sky. You imagine that it's a shooting star, but it's not. It's a meteor. If a meteor does not break apart and burn in the atmosphere, it can hit Earth's surface. So usually it's just a space rock in Earth's atmosphere, and because of the atmosphere, what will happen? It will burn in the atmosphere and will not reach Earth's surface. So that's good news. But what happens if it actually strikes Earth's surface? We will not call it a meteor, we will call it a meteorite. So a meteor that strikes Earth's surface is called a meteorite. Many places on Earth, like the Barringer crater, show evidence of meteorite impacts. So here in front of us a picture. As you can see, it's burning in the atmosphere without reaching Earth's surface. But once it hits or strikes Earth's surface, we will call it a meteorite. We have a question here. What is a space rock that enters Earth's atmosphere? He said just enters the atmosphere of the Earth. It didn't strike Earth. A meteor, great job. A meteor that strikes Earth's surface is called a meteorite. Finally, we will talk about a new career. Open up page 19 in your book. We will talk about a physics teacher. Okay, physics teachers attend 4-year college and have a degree in physics or education. So as you can see in the picture, that's a physics teacher. So if you want to be a physics teacher, you gotta attend a 4-year college and you gotta have a degree in physics or education. Okay, physics teachers are organized and enjoy creating lesson plans and engage all of the students in their classroom. As you can see in front of you, that's a physics teacher. So basically, he will be teaching physics. So if you are passionate about physics, you can become a physics teacher. Okay, right now we finished our lesson. We will go through the lesson review. Let's read the first question and then please pause the video and write your own answer. Then you can continue the video. Use what you have learned to explain what pulls objects towards Earth's surface. Okay, what pulls objects towards Earth's surface? What do you think? It's of course the gravity, yes. Gravity is the force of attraction between two objects, and that is the cause of the objects being pulled together. Okay, we have here some questions. Also, solve it by yourself and then review your answers with me. The moon orbits around Earth due to gravity. As you can see in the picture, that's Earth, and the moon is orbiting or revolving around Earth. Why? Because of gravity. Why the moon is not drifting away from Earth and into the space? Because the Earth is pulling it by the pull of gravity. Okay, throughout the moon's orbit, there appears to be changes in Earth's water level. You have learned that these are called tides. Yes, we have learned about tides. Based on what you know about gravity, what causes Earth's changing tides? You have two choices, A and B. A. Tides are caused by tropical storms, such as hurricanes. Did we talk about anything like that? B. Tides are caused by the pull of gravity between Earth and the Moon. So, which answer you think is correct? I'm sure all of you chose B because it is the correct answer. Moving on to the second question in page 21. What causes the tide to bulge on the side of Earth facing the moon? I have shown you the picture where the water is bulging towards the moon. What causes it? A or B? A. Earth's water bulges on the side facing the moon because of the pull of gravity. B. The moon reverses its orbit and causes the tides to change. So the moon, if it's orbiting around the Earth, it reverses its orbits. What do you think, A or B? A, of course, is the correct answer. Okay, we finished lesson 1 and I hope that you understood the lesson. If you have any thing you want to ask about, please communicate with me. Don't hesitate. Don't forget to solve your quiz. And that's it. See you next time. Bye.